Hey everyone, welcome to Meeple Bits. Thanks for joining me today. So today I wanted to cover really the differences in my opinions between Brass Birmingham and Brass Lancashire. That way you can, I guess, get a general sense of what those key differences are to make a more informed decision if you're looking to only get one of the two or if you're trying to decide which one to bring to the table. So I guess let's start with the things that are the same. About 75% of the core mechanics of each game are identical. You're still looking to build out canals and rails. You're still looking to sell off your industry. In one it's cotton and the other it's quite a bit more. You're still trying to develop and manage your economy. So all of these core mechanics are the same. The same as your network and the same as linked or connected locations. Now, where the differences really come into play is that in Lancashire, you are selling your cotton to either the distant market or to ports that are already available, and those ports, once connected, can continuously be sold. Whereas in Birmingham, you've got quite a bit more industry tiles to choose from, so you've got different paths to victory. But with that, you have to be able to connect what you're selling to basically what is the equivalent of a distant market all the time. So there isn't like an easy way to get to the middle of the board and then sell those tiles, because in Birmingham, you're going to have to somehow connect either directly or through someone else to the ports that are along the edges. So this one really creates a different sort of strategy when you're looking to really build out your network and what you want to get connected, and then really what path of investment you want to try to take. A lot of that is also dictated by the cards that you're going to get, which brings me to the next, I guess, similarity and difference. The same action taking is going to be the same. So you're taking your two actions, playing your two cards and doing that. The biggest difference, though, here is that when you get down to the end of the different phases, there isn't sort of a stopping point marker like in Lancashire. So you can basically take loans all the way through on Birmingham. Difference being, though, is that currency isn't worth anything, so there's a little bit to it. The other major difference that I found is with the beer. So there's an additional mechanic in Birmingham that isn't in Lancashire, which is in the form of beer. And so in that second phase, that rail era, in Lancashire, it's a little bit easier, I guess, to build out two rails, whereas in Birmingham, it's a higher cost. Okay, so you're spending more, but in addition, if you want to build two rails on your action, you have to have a source of beer to do it. And so that makes building out this industry really important, especially in and heading into the second era. So with that, I mean, oh man, it really kind of adds a bit of take that, in my opinion. So there's really a sense of timing for this, because all too often have I just absorbed the beer of someone else who put it down because I managed to get connected to it so that I could use that beer without placing it myself. Now, it did flip the tile for the other player, yes, but part of their strategy was needing to use that beer for their turn. So really adding that beer mechanic, I really like it, and I think it's a great addition in that second era. And you need the beer also to flip some of the other industry tiles as well. So that's really cool. The other, I guess, key difference between them is in that economy management. So in Birmingham, you're taking one type of loan, which is a 30-pound loan every time. You're always going back 3 markers on the track. So it's even a little bit easier to sort of plan and predict, instead of saying, all right, well, for this turn, I want to take only a 1 hit on the currency track and take a smaller loan in Lancashire, whereas in Birmingham, everybody's taking the same type of loan for the action. So really, things are more expensive, but you're also needing to, use that economy. So you want to try to take out that loan so that you can hopefully get a tile quickly flipped. Now, the other thing that I noticed between the two, though, and it just could be the way that my group plays, but we didn't often max out or get to leverage the general market for iron and coal in almost any of our playthroughs. So there was never an opportunity in all of my plays to overbuild someone else's tile. So the rule being that in the games you have to have no coal or iron available on the board to overbuild on someone else's type of tile. Now, you could overbuild on yourself, no problem, but we never had a situation where that was the case. So those are, I guess, the key similarities and differences between the two. Now, which one would I suggest? I think it's probably easier to play Lancashire because of the way that you're selling the industries. Okay, so in Birmingham, like I said, you're selling your industries to far off markets, and you have to get connected to them, and only certain ports accept certain industry. Whereas in Lancashire, it's easier to kind of get your stuff sold and get tiles flipped. So I think the easier to teach is probably Lancashire, but I think the more fun to play by an edge is Birmingham. So if between the two I had to suggest which one I'm going to bring to the table at any time, if we've played either of them before, if I've got a full group of players where we've all played either Lancashire or Birmingham, then I'm going to bring Birmingham to the table. If it's a case where, let's say we're going to do a 4-player game and I'm the only one, for example, who has played any of them, then I might bring out Lancashire first because it's a bit easier for new players to get into and understand the mechanics, because then you don't have those additional factors of where can I sell what to and how do I get my industry tiles to be sold there. So that'll kind of do it for this one. I'm going to link I'm going to put some links in the description below to the review videos for both of these games. So I really hope you guys enjoy them. I hope this has helped you make a decision on, which one you want to play or which one is more right for you. So anyway, guys, if you've enjoyed the content, really appreciate the support. Feel free to leave a like and subscribe. And until next time, everyone, thanks so much for watching.